Hello everybody. Today in this video we are trying to create a quiz app. So in order to create our quiz app we are gonna be use core JavaScript. So basically we'll learn how the manipulation work, will create element and everything. So as you can see, here is our quiz app. So here is the console log. So you can see the question is here. It seems like very simple, but we'll learn a lot of things. Trust me, you'll be feeling so much comfortable after end of this video. So console log is like 1 plus 1 plus here is like string 2. So what will be the answer? So you might guess the answer should be 22. Like how? So it should be 1 plus 1 is 2 plus concatenate is a string. Whenever you string is JavaScript, so it seems like weird. So it's like 22. And the second one is it should be what will be. So this one will be number 2, this 2, and it's a concatenate and 111. So like this, submit. And what is the purpose of the JSON parse method in JavaScript? So JSON parse is used to parse JSON string and convert into a JavaScript object. JSON is a parse string. So this is the third one, is the basically right answer. Then we'll submit, and there we go. Congratulations, your score 3 of 3. So you got 3. Basically you can add as many as question you want. Basically you can store all question in Firebase, but in this video we are trying to simply store as in JSON object. So this is pretty much that's it. As you notice, that all question, all right answer is get track. So how you can track, you learn, and you can remember the index which you have selected. So this is a very important thing. So I hope you can learn a lot of things, and let's jump into the actual coding. All right everybody, here is the simple code that I have already written in myself. So as you can see, here is like style sheet is linked up with this CSS. So here is a simple CSS. So I'll give the GitHub link in description, so you'll find this link. All right, and then here is the script file is empty kind of. You can see here is the script.js, so I linked up, and here is our quiz div. So there is the div, and here is also from, that is the simple quiz app. So here inside the from, we take one ID as a questions and another ID as a UL list, a UL order, and here is like answer. And also we take a button in order to submit our form. Whenever we track every question and answer, then after end of the question, so we have to submit all the answer. That is why we have to take a submit button, and afterwards we'll show a congratulations message and also the score. So here is the score ID. So as you can see, I have taken ID instead of class. So we'll learn how to we can get all this ID in JavaScript. We are trying to implement our main functionality. So let's jump into the script.js file. So here we have to, as you can see, here is our question. So first of all, if we take a look, here is a simple quiz app in the submit button, but there is a no question. Right now we have to create some question, so in order to submit our answer. All right, so to create question, we have to create an array. As I told earlier, we will create a simple array, but we're not gonna store it some database or something like that. But if you want to really see, just let me know on comments below. So we'll create a const variable, and we'll take a variable name is questions, and also this question will be an array, and here inside the array we'll create object. So let's give it a name is question, so something like that. So here is a question. So and here also we have to, let's console dot log something. So we'll add some question is here. So first of all, what we can say, like something we can add is something here, This will be our main question, and also we have to write answer as well. Here we have to give answer. So answer, let's give it answer. Where is the answer? So answer will be an array of objects. So first of all, we have to take an array, and inside the array answer will have a lot of option, you know. So like we'll put in 3 or 4 option, so that is why we have to take 3 or 4 array object, sorry. So let's first give it here text. So let's give text. So like answer is like we can say 22, and also correct is true, and we can give it here true or false, something like that. Okay, number 1 and number 2 we can put in here. We can copy and paste. Basically, let's do this thing. So here we can put something, and that's it. And also we have to FALAC false. You have to know actually which answer is correct in order to submit. Basically, if you choose this answer number 1 option, then if someone just select this 22, then that will be count as true. And other answer you have to select false. That's it. And that's our question, you know. But pretty much that's it. But how we can make a look a little bit so like we can make several question and answer. So if we just save, we'll see nothing, but we'll add several question and answers. It's a simple question. So now as you can see, here is a question 1 console log. Here is a question number 2, and here's a question number 3. Here is our answer. Text, and also correct is true or false, something like that. Now we are gonna show all question as a list, you know, that I have shown earlier in my preview. All right, in order to show, first of all, what we can do here, we have to show here inside this p tag, you know, and the answer will be inside this answer UL. So we have to somehow get this question as ID. So in JavaScript, how you can get? So let's we can get it first of all const, and we can say question element, something like that, elements. And inside the question element we'll use document dot query selector. So we are gonna be use query selector, and there we go, and question. So this question will come from here is the HTML. So we have to copy very carefully so that we'll not mistake any spelling. So yeah, spelling is correct. So we get all questions. So now what we can do, show question. So we have to show this question inside this basic. Here we have to show the question. All right, so let's see what we can do. So we can make a function. So function and show question. So show question is our function. So inside this function, basically we can show our question. So let's get the current question. So first of all, we'll show only one question is there, and we'll give user permission. So let's show the one question. So let's get the current question. So current. So how we can get the current question? So first of all, we get this question. Let's get this question. So inside this question is an array. We have to get the current index. So we'll make a current index using late. So correct index. Okay, so correct index should be 0. and we get this current index here. And now this current question is 0, that means we'll get this 0. And what we can say, so question element, so we will add this question element here, and also we'll text the inner HTML and the current question. So current questions, so pretty much that's it. So we show it there. If I just go to this site, and we can see I cannot see anything. Is it save everything? Yeah, save. But we have to call this function, you know. So if we don't call this function, it will not show. Okay, I'm show. So now if I go, as you can see, here is our questions. So it is show. Now our task should be to show answer as well. I mean all the option, so that user can select with the radio button, you know. So we have to create a radio button and something like that. So now we can do this thing very easily. So same thing will follow. So first of all, so we have to get the answer as well. So we just copy, and then what we can say, we can paste it here. So sorry, this one. So this const will be copy, and afterwards we will paste it here. So instead of question element, we can say it here, answer. As you can see here, show console log our question. So now I would like to show you something, like if I console log this current question, we'll see. So let's see console log to demonstrate basically. So question element, so not question element, so we'll do the current question. So current question. So now if I go to this site once again and console.log, so as you can see, we get not, yeah, after reload we get the current question. So all the question, answer and the current question as you can see. So number 3 array is a option, so which one you'll choose. So you'll have an option like a radio button something, and there you go, current question. So now we would like to basically map through every single thing in answer and show as a list. For each question we'll map answer, you know. So to do that, basically what we need to do, so we are going to use basically for loop, you know. So for loop or for each loop, so we have to get the current question at first. So let's get the current question. So here we go, the current question, and then we'll get the answer. So after current question we get this answer. So we get this answer, and answer will be for loop. You know, answer is an array of object, so we can map. So for it, okay. So for is a callback function. So what we can do, we can pass in here answer, something like that. And then as you know that how you can pass the callback, so arrow function, and then boom. So here is our function. So here we can just create some element. Let's say we'll show as an li. So first of all we can create an li. So li equal to, so document dot create element. Okay, so create element is li. Boom. So then we have to create label as well. So it'll be a label. So document dot create basically label, something like that. And yeah, and then we are gonna create input as well. So input document dot create input, create element. That's it. So and afterwards we have to basically give it a type. So input type should be radio. So as I show you in my preview video that how we can select the answer. So that is why we have to like input should be input dot type radio, okay. And input value will be answer, and input dot will be answer. So the input dot value answer, here we go, answer, and here we go. So as you know that it is already mapping and get the text and the correct. So here we have to use value as an text. So answer dot text, since it is mapping, so this text will be here. Input dot name answer, and afterwards, so 3 more is done. What next? Now we can append, basically. So we can append everything. So how we can append? So label dot, so append child input, and also label dot append. So we are going to use just append and append child. It's a kind of there is some different, but I will not see this difference here. So I'll make a explanation dumb video. So what is the difference between append and append child? So you'll learn these things there. So here append child answer dot text, okay. And the next thing we can do li. Okay, so li append child is should be label, this label done, and finally answer. So answer element dot append child append. So I have done these things, and let's jump into our, okay, reload, and see it is not working. So somehow, all right guys, the mistake was here is the answer, but in HTML here is the s is included, as you can see. That is why I told you earlier that you have to just careful very much. So if you just copy and you have to paste it here, so answer, and if you just save it, okay, and if we just go, as you can see here is the option is show, so you can select radio button, something like that, but it is not working, not functionally, just get all the answer. Okay, now we have show our question, our option, so also with radio button, so that you can able to select the correct answer. Next, our goal to determine which answer you have selected and then keep in a queue. So if we just take a look the site, so here is our site, and we have to, whenever we select answer, then we have to somehow memorize the answer. Let's say we selected 4, then we'll have an submit option like change event, and then we'll get, so after end of the all questions, so will show up a congratulations message that I have shown you earlier. So let's see. So here we have to take another function which will be, let's give the function name get selected answer. Get selected answer, this is my function. And so inside the function, first of all I have to get the question, so current question. So first of all I have to get the current question in order to select an answer, because inside this current question I have an array of object, yeah, so that okay, so first of all what I can say, so answer element. So here I have created new elements like input.name.answer, as you see. So let's get the answer element. So answer element is my variable, and we can put it with a const, and inside this we are going to get document dot. So since this is a get elements by name, so this is a name, so we have to get the name, get element by name. So as you can see, all the DOM get element by name is what is answer. Okay, so this answer, so we get this answer element, and now we can give a empty variable, so which will be selected answer equal null, let's say. So okay, and then we can say answer element, so answer element dot for each, because we get all the answer afterwards. Well, for is, so for is a callback function, so we can let's say answer element just like this. This is an arrow function, and inside this loop we can say like if, so if answer element dot checked, then what will be happen? So we can say selected answer, so equal answer element dot value. So we'll get the value whenever basically get answer is whenever we selected something here. For example, this one is selected, we'll get only this 4 value. So after get this value, so it is done, and finally we can return the, so we have returned it. So that's it, our get selected answer is done. And now we have to check the answer, so we have to create another function which will be check function. So function, sorry, check answer just like this. So inside the check answer, because this function is like does selected, which answer you have selected, now will determine whether your selected answer is right or wrong. So okay, so that's it, and let's get the selected answer at first. Const answer function, so it's get from this function selected answer, and we can say if selected answer, then we will do some sort of calculation like const question, so equal, so question, so we just copy this one, so just this one, it's the same thing. So get question, so current index, and so now we can say another if loop, equal current questions dot answer dot, we are going to use find method. Here will be answers, because dot I can see find, okay, because here is the answers, yeah. So first of all is goes the current question, selected answer equal, whatever your answer is selected, this answer is equal current question answer. This find is a callback function, so since this is a callback function, we can use answer dot, so we can use the correct, yeah, that's it. And afterwards basically we are going to add dot text. Okay, so far so cool. And inside this we are going to add a score, so we have to take another, let it here, so the name will be score, something like that, equal 0 initially, and we can increase the score. Basically score will be like plus plus. So that's it. And also we have to increase the current index. So where is this current index? This one. So this one is current index. So after like end of this here. Okay, and then plus plus. So current index is plus plus. Done. Let's see. So if I save it or just go to the site, 22 submit, 22. Oh, it is not working because we have to take a from. As you can see, we need to get the quiz from. So let's get the quiz from document.query selector, and we have to basically add even listener. So we can add even listener at the end, something like that. So from dot add even listener is a callback function, so we are going to use submit, and also we are going to add e, and e afterwards, just like this, is a callback function, and here e dot prevent default. So prevent default is our function, and then we'll call the check answer function, this function. And let's jump into here. Submit, not working basically somehow. So let's see. Basically okay, submit is not working. Try to see. Let's see. Submit. Still getting error. And let's see, show question. Okay, maybe we can add another condition here. So it is not working. Current question is plus plus. So just like this, if current index is less than question dot length, then show question will be show here, or from display none. So what we get like this. So now if I go 22 and boom, so it is working, guys. So none of them is a show, so it is working. And then after and at the end, so display is none. So basically we have to show the question here. So when current index is less than question dot length, so then we'll show this. If it is greater, then we'll see the result here. So how many we have selected. So since this is a display none for the from, then we have to get somehow this congratulation ID. So let's get this thing at the top, so we can copy basically C and paste, and we can say congratulations. So and also we can say score. So we'll add two more, so we can add it here, congratulations, and basically we will add a score. So score and score. Okay, so there you go. So score LEMENT element, so that we can understand very easily. So that's it. So now what we can do, basically we can add this score and congratulation element inside the loop. So here is the display none. So let's first of all say congratulation dot inner HTML. So inner HTML will be, so we can say just like this, congratulation, something like that. Okay, and also we can add the score element. So score element, let's add inner text, and yeah, so inner text will be, let's say, what you can say, you scored, something like that, score. So that's our question dot length, we get it. And also we can add basically we add already score element, so score element dot style display. We can add block, block, and let's check it. So just like this, boom, 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 and congratulations, it's not sure. Let's see what's error we did. All right, so we have to put in here inner HTML. So there is a spelling mistake, so inner text somehow it's not get, so inner HTML. And then yeah, if we check once again, so 22, here is the 20, this one, and also this one. So now your score is 3 out of 3, congratulations. But here it still has an issue, which is whenever we select it, so it is never basically punished. So that is our issue. So now we are gonna look into this issue and trying to figure out why this is happening basically. So everything is working as we expect. The problem I have found, like we have to set up a empty element, so that is why it is not working. So we have to set up answer element empty, so in below the console log. So let's get the answer element and dot inner HTML equal, let's put in here empty string. So if we go once again, I believe that we now it is solved. So now everything is okay. So pretty much that's it. So if you follow, then you can able to create, and also don't forget to subscribe, because I'll try to create some real life projects just like this. And yeah, you can improve yourself by watching this video. So thank you very much. See you.